A pleasant good evening to you from Southeastern High School. Dewey Daly and Matt Snodgrass welcoming you in to the CYFFL Super Bowl here in 2023. I can say I didn't plan on calling a flag football game today, but hey, why not?
Hey, I've done 15 years of high school football on the radio for Waverly, and this is a first for me, Dewey, and, what else would you rather be doing? I mean, I know there's college football on, but the real team doesn't play till 7:30 tonight, right. So we'll give these kids their due. It's something to be proud of, as I told you earlier. And when I was a kid, I got to play in the Pee Wee Super Bowl, and it's something that you don't forget. Now, that was back in 1986.
I'd say there's not any game.
You weren't even a thought yet,
no,
but
no, was not. I'll tell you one thing: this will be the best flag football game I call this year.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
So we have the 1 seed in the Cowboys, the number 2 seed in the Chargers. The Cowboys 9-1 on the season. They actually split the season series with the Chargers in the first meeting. The Cowboys winning 20-13 in double overtime, dropping the second meeting 12-6. For the Chargers, did have one other loss. That was to the Unioda White team, and then obviously the other loss was that first time around in double overtime against the Cowboys. So it seems like we have two pretty evenly matched teams here in the Super Bowl.
Evenly matched teams, and we got to watch the JV game prior to this. Not a lot of scoring in flag football. So every time you can get into that end zone, it's going to help you out. 1-2 scores to win this football game.
For those not familiar with the rules of flag football, I can say we were not coming into the game, so I'll just tell you what we know. The clock does not stop other than scores and timeouts and injuries if there were to be any. For extra points, it's 1 point if you run it in, 2 if you throw it in. Now, if you do throw it in, it has to be caught in the end zone, so you can't run a zero route on the outside or anything over the middle that's not in the end zone.
Something you see out there right now, they're getting ready to kick off. I was not expecting to see a kickoff in flag football, so that's new to me. I ran Waverly's flag football league. We just placed it on the 30 and went with it. However, we played on an 80-yard field. They play on a 100-yard field here, but, exciting day for these kids and for the fans, and we're looking for some great action here coming up.
I tell you what, they don't even do kickoffs in JV anymore, and we're going to have it here on this Veterans Day on this Saturday.
That's right. Thank you to all our veterans out there. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here today, so we appreciate your service.
Cowboys set to get us going here. The Chargers are set to receive the opening kickoff of the first half.
Now, one thing I have noticed, we have a lot of conversations between the officials. But we want to make sure we get it right.
.2:33 start time, so about an hour late, but hey. Better late than never.
Once again, who are you going to be watching right now? That team up north? We don't care what they do.
No.
We just care here in a couple weeks when we have to go there.
No numbers on the front of the jersey, so we will do our best to identify each player. Obviously, only going to be able to do so if we are able to eventually recognize them or see the back of their jerseys. But we are underway here from Southeastern High School. Chargers on the return. They will be down just past the 45-yard line.
I've seen high school kicks about the same. It's one of those things, that's a special talent when you can kick the ball at the high school level. If you can get it into the end zone, that's a weapon in itself.
So the Chargers are going to start off on offense for us this afternoon. Quarterback Andre O'Leary under center, fakes the handoff, play action to the far side, floats it to the far sideline. It's caught.
What a catch.
Close to the line to gain for Braden Pettiford.
I mean, pressure coming off the outside edge and stopped, set his feet, made a good throw and a good catch. Chargers are on a move.
Ball spotted at the plus 47-yard line. Second down, about 4 yards to go for the Chargers. Out of the gun, O'Leary looking near side. It's Pettiford once again on the zero route. He stopped in the backfield. A nice play by the Cowboys on second down.
Nice play, but we talked pregame. Probably won't see the ball in the air much. First two plays, what do we see? Ball in the air. That tells you how much we know, folks.
Luke Grubbs on the stop for the Cowboys. Third down, 7 yards to go for the Chargers. Too wide for the Chargers on 3rd down. 2 backs in the backfield alongside O'Leary. Drops back to pass, under pressure and sacked in the backfield.
That was going to be the 3rd play out of 3 to go in the air. You know, the last game we saw, it was a lot of ground attack. This one looks like an air raid.
Ariana Gibson on the sack for the Cowboys. Pushes the Chargers behind the sticks, 4th down and long. Coach Moran going to leave the offense on the field. No, they're going to punt it away. It will be down just past the 40-yard line. I wasn't sure if we were going to have punts either as the game prior we didn't, but it looks like we're just going full on here.
Apparently this is real live football here, so
now, I will say it must be where the ball lands is where the ball is down.
Yes.
Potentially as no catch was made, but it looks like they're going to spot it at the 37-yard line, which is around the spot it landed.
Well, let's see what the Cowboys got. No Dak Prescott today, but you never know. Quarterback, he looked athletic in the back here when they were practicing.
Quarterback Gabriel Sams in the gun. Eli Fairchild off his right hip. It'll be Fairchild on 1st down to the far sideline. Inside his own 20 now, getting upfield as he nears the sideline. Has the 1st down and more inside the 45-yard line. Still running. Has not been taken down.
Wow. That guy's shifty.
Eventually downed inside the Charger 40-yard line. A big pickup for Fairchild on 1st down.
You know, that's something you teach when you got shoulder pads on, is getting north and south. These guys do a lot of east and west and just use their speed to get to the edge.
Something you talked to before we went on air is that, especially at this level, we're going to see a lot of misdirection type plays to try to throw off the defense.
Absolutely.
3 receivers set for the Cowboys on 1st down and 10. Fairchild once again in the backfield alongside Sams. Sams fires over the middle. Pass is caught. This is Gray. Up the middle of the field. Turning on the Jets inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey, wow. I mean, the ball's in the air. Looks like it looks like a Hal Mummy offense for those.
Air raid.
Especially your dad, if he's listening. He would like this.
Rennick Gray from, I'd say that was about 35 yards out on the score.
Yeah.
Big time connection between Sams and Rennick Gray. Now the interesting part here is we really don't know if they're going for 1 or 2 until the play starts. 2 points for a passing score, 1 point for a rushing score. Sams hands it off. This is Fairchild going for the near pylon. He's got the extra point. 7-0 lead for the Cowboys.
Well, we've seen both offenses go. For the Cowboys, seemed pretty easy. You know, what they run, 3 plays. So Chargers are going to have to get something together and get their offense moving.
Already more points than they had against the Chargers in their most previous meeting against them.
Yeah.
Dropped that 12-6.
Well, they were definitely getting after it back here behind us during the JV game. So they've got expectations on the Cowboys side.
5:55 to go in quarter number 1, a 7-0 lead for the Cowboys.
Still surprises me we're doing kickoffs, but I don't make the rules.
Hey.
I just follow them. Want to thank everybody for tuning in on the internet. I'm not sure how many we got. I'm sure Dewey can. 28 people. Wow.
Sams boots it away for the Cowboys. It will be returned by Pettiford. No, they will spot it down right at the Charger 40-yard line. So it seems like if there's not a clean catch on the reception, they just spot it wherever the ball lands.
I like that rule. I like it.
So it would prevent any loose ball injuries that may result of any players diving on the ground or anything like that.
Yeah, for you folks tuning in, that's a live ball in real football.
1st down, direct snap to O'Leary. He's taken down in the backfield on his own 35, a loss of 5 yards on 1st down for the Chargers. Gabriel Sams on the stop.
I tell you, he's that's a name you're going to hear a lot today, I believe.
Chargers pushed behind the sticks. 2nd down, 15 yards to go. O'Leary under center, rolling to the far sideline, has the edge across the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 5.
Looked like he was going to be stopped in the backfield for a 3 or 4 yard loss, and had the speed to burn to get on the edge and pick up positive yardage to get back to 3rd and 10.
O'Leary regains the penalty yardage. 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Chargers.
Just looks like the Cowboys are on a mission.
O'Leary on 3rd down, taken down in the backfield.
Yeah.
Ariana Gibson, her 2nd sack of the afternoon. Chargers once again way behind the sticks on 4th down.
I think this is just one of those quick kicks as you would see on Friday night.
Ball is away from O'Leary. It will be returned, our first return of the afternoon, but it will be down just past midfield. That was Rennet Gray on the return. Gets it across into Chargers territory. Solid starting field position for the Cowboys.
If they don't get him there, he's gone. That's a touchdown. What's that say, 3 minutes to go in the first?
Score right now is Cowboys 7, Chargers 0. Trying to figure out the scoreboard here. Give us a second in case you 7-0 Cowboys. First down.
3:18 to go in quarter number 1. A 7-0 lead for the Cowboys.
Cowboys looking for more.
Looking to extend this 1-score lead here in the first half. 3 pass attempts for the Cowboys on the previous possession. They'll start this one off with a run. This is Fairchild. Far sideline, taken down close to the line of scrimmage.
Good defensive play by the outside defender there. Forcing him to cut back and end up making them play.
Loss of 1 on the play for the Cowboys. First time behind the sticks for this team. 2nd down and 11.
I'm going to guess the ball's going to go in the air here.
3 receivers sent, 2 to the field, 1 to the boundary for the Cowboys. Ball spotted on the left hash. 2nd down, 11. Sams hands it off. Fairchild near side, shakes the first tackler and is eventually taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Braden Pettiford on the stop for the Chargers.
Made the first guy miss, second guy coming just couldn't get the wheels under him to get going.
Under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. First time the Cowboys have been faced with a 3rd down and long.
You know, you don't have to get it all here.
Cowboys in twins on 3rd down and 11. Sams back to pass, under pressure, forced out of the pocket and taken down in the backfield for a loss. Dexter Bell on the sack for the Chargers. Fourth and long on their own 47-yard line. Decision time here for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to punt. Probably the right call. Now, I'm a gambling man, so I'd try it. You've had just a couple plays that haven't got you anything, but you're just a play away from breaking it.
Ball is punted away, lands just outside of the 40. Checks at the 35. It looks like they're going to let this one be returned by the Chargers, and it will be past the 40-yard line, close to midfield, eventually taken down. I'm not totally sure what the rules are on the punt returns.
No.
Sometimes they let them, sometimes it hits the ground and they call it, and other times they let it roll out. And
now, the guy did on the first one, he stumbled a little bit, so maybe that was the case. But there again, folks, we are not 100% familiar with the rules, so we're just going to go with it.
Nonetheless, the Chargers take over on their own 44, 1st and 10. This will be the final play of the quarter. Under pressure is O'Leary. Pass is incomplete. intended for Elias Cottle. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0 lead for the Cowboys after one. This is normally where I would send it to a commercial break, but we don't have any. So.
Well, we do. I mean, McGillicuddy Kennels, the sponsor of today's broadcast. McGillicuddy Kennels deals with Brittany Spaniels and bird hunting dogs. If you have any interest, look them up on Facebook or
YouTube.
They have TikTok, all kinds of stuff. You can find their contact information there. Good dogs.
For a bird dog. Oh,
hey,
absolutely.
I'm telling you, I started last year. I've been 5 times. I wasn't very good early, but I finally got me my first bird, and I can't wait to go this year. Just got to get your dad pulled away from those Ohio State games so we can go hunting.
I think this is their last home game, is it not? It's either this one or the next one, I believe.
Yeah, well, I think this one or one more, yeah. It's nice to be out in the field and hanging out with the guys, and then you get a little dinner afterwards.
First play of the second quarter, empty backfield for O'Leary. Passes complete to the far sideline. This looks to be Pettiford. He's pushed out of bounds across midfield.
Well, right now they got the scores 84-0. That is not right. 7-0 Cowboys. They should be the Browns because that's who I support, which takes a real man to admit that.
Ball spotted just shy of the line to gain. No, they're going to give him the first down.
That's one thing you don't see on Friday nights anymore is measurements. They just look over and say, yeah, it's close enough. Give it to them.
New set of downs for the Chargers on the Cowboys side of the field. Pass near side intended for Pettiford is incomplete.
That ball's just got to lead him a little bit more. If it leads him, I think he gets 10 or 12. Cowboys really timed that play up at the line of scrimmage on the snap, bringing the blitz up the A-gap.
Been strong defense for the Cowboys throughout the first half so far. Second down, about 13 yards to go for the Chargers. 4 receivers bunched up to the far sideline. Direct snap to O'Leary. He's taken down in the backfield.
Tell you what, I'm not sure who that masked marauder was.
But Ariana Gibson,
her
third sack of the afternoon.
She is a player.
A player that Coach Bryan's highlighted for us pregame. Third down, play action. O'Leary floats it to the far sideline for Pettiford.
Man,
nobody home. Incompletion.
Just
brings up 4th and long.
Just gets it in his hands. He's gone.
Pettiford been a frequent target for O'Leary throughout the first half. As of now, looks like the Chargers are going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, 4th and what, 15, 16?
Ball is booted away.
Okay, so that's what it is. If they touch it and bobble it, then they'll blow it dead. It's almost like first touching on the if the punt team touches
it's like
the ball.
The offensive team is downing it.
Yes.
Essentially. We're learning as we go along.
That's right. That's all you can do is learn every day. Doesn't matter what it's about.
Cowboys will take over inside their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Leading
Forgive me, folks.
7-0.
Some not used to being a cameraman and a broadcaster.
3 receivers set for the Cowboys. Eli Fairchild alongside Sams on first down. Sams hands it off, double reverse. This is Grubbs who's taken down close to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defender there. Not sure what number that is, number 54.
Noah Allen.
Got in the backfield and had the quarterback and then got the running back coming back around on the reverse.
Really? That's the first time we've seen some of that misdirection you were talking about pregame.
I mean, that's...
Although in that JV game we did see a fake double reverse speed option.
Yes.
And then we saw them actually run the double reverse the play after.
Yes.
Same formation on the Cowboys, a pickup of 1, 2nd down and 9. Sams back to pass, firing
nice
near side, pass is caught. Rennick
they're
Gray
not
makes the
catch
grab. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys.
Wow.
Second receiving touchdown of the afternoon for Rennick Gray.
That was a great ball. And the catch was even better. High pointed the ball, brought it down, and then it was off to the races from that point. 13-0.
Cowboys with a 2-score lead here in the first half. Although it seems now the clock is running during the score, so I tell you, I can't figure out the clock.
Hey.
So I'll get that adjusted after the
I'm guessing
2-point try. It looks like the officials are trying to stop the
stop
clock.
it.
So I think we're right. I think they may have messed that up a little bit. The Cowboys going to go for 2 here. Sams back to pass, firing to the far sideline. Pass is incomplete, so it will remain a 13-0 ball game.
Even there, under pressure, still threw a good ball, just couldn't get his feet set to get that ball out there. That's a long throw for any quarterback.
Well, while they try to fix the clock, it should be around 5:51 or 5:52 is what I believe our clock reads 5:51. So anything close to that is what we will roll with. Nonetheless, although they did punt on their previous possession, I believe they even went 3 and out on their scoring drives. Cowboys been impressive.
Yes, and momentum is all on the Cowboys right now. The Chargers have yet to cross the 50, I believe. They're calling 5:35 in the second. The Youth Football League up here appreciates Southeastern High School for allowing them to use their facilities. First time I've seen a football game here in my lifetime. Seen a lot of baseball games, but I typically follow the Southern Ohio Conference and don't get up here that much.
Hey, Tigers opening up with the Panthers in the basketball season over here at one of the better gyms in our area.
That, and then Waverly's first home game, we're going to dedicate the court to C.D. Hall He, name it C.D. Hall He Court, which is, for any Waverly fan, that's something special. C.D. Hall He's a legend down there.
Sams to boot it away with a 2-score lead. Looks like since it was bobbled, it will be down to right at the Charger 40-yard line. Chargers are going to look to get on the board here in the first half. Yeah,
they got to get something going offensively, because I'll tell you what, the Cowboys get the ball back and score again. The game's pretty much, it's never over till it says it's 0-0-0 on the clock, but a 3-score lead in this game is a tough one to overcome. Pre-game, you folks at home did not hear it, but they did a nice thing for our veterans. Had a couple coaches on the coaching staffs that served in the military, and we thank them each for their service, and all of you for your service.
First and 10, 4:38 to go here in quarter number 2. O'Leary firing out of the backfield, passes batted away. Gabriel Sams.
A la Myles Garrett coming off the edge. He's a big kid. Got a good reach, good vertical, got that ball knocked down. Tell you what, he wasn't far from taking that right out of the air and going to the house.
Incompletion brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Chargers from their own 40-yard line. 4 backs in the backfield for the Chargers. Misdirection. This will be Pettiford to the far sideline. Cuts it up the right hash. Now out to the sideline. Pettiford with some room, eventually taken down around the 48-yard line. Good enough for a Charger first down. Moves the chains.
Charger first down. First time the Chargers have crossed midfield and got something going. Really need to score here.
3:36 to go. I'm assuming both teams have 3 timeouts, but to be honest, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it looks like it on the scoreboard.
Well, first down, it'll be a handoff to P.J. Smith, who bounces it to the outside across the 45-yard line, downed what looks to be at the 44. So,
you know, two different offensive philosophies out of these teams. The Cowboys like to throw it, spread them out, and even when they run it, they like to spread you out and give you space. The Chargers are in that old style, what we used to call river ball. The straight tee, double tight, everybody's compact.
O'Leary rolling out of the pocket. He's sacked at midfield. I believe we may have had a flag on the play.
It looked like it.
I'm not totally sure.
Although it didn't look yellow, it was almost neon green.
It wasn't the cleanest looking flag. I believe it was offset. It looked like the the Cowboys got a bit of an early jump there.
And they've been timing that up pretty quick. I thought there was a time before that they were maybe a little early, but it's not cheating unless you get caught, as we like to say on Fridays.
Now the penalty yardage will be good enough for a Charger first down inside the Cowboy 40.
Chargers on the move.
First down, O'Leary will keep it himself. No, check that. He handed it off, even faked me out.
Well, that happens.
I believe that was P.J. Smith up past the 35-yard line. You know, it's a good read option when
when
juke out one of the guys calling.
Yeah, and that happens more often than you think.
Well, you always see sometimes in the NFL, you see the camera jerk around on the double reverse plays trying to figure out who has the ball. Second down, 5 yards to go. This time O'Leary will keep it himself, but for minimal yardage as he's brought down close to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 7 coming up for the Chargers.
1:56 to go. You can tell I'm a radio guy, making sure I say the score and the time remaining. You got it on the screen for people to see, but I just out of habit.
I believe we had a timeout for the Chargers, and according to the scoreboard, that'll stop the clock at 2 minutes. Either that or we have a 2-minute warning. Not sure which it is.
Not often they put 4 seconds back on the clock just to make it an even 2 minutes, because that said 1:56, I'm sure of it.
As of now, third down and 7 for the Chargers from the plus 35.
35-yard line, third down.
Ball on the ground.
It looks like they were trying to run the jet sweep to Pettiford, but the ball got away from O'Leary. So that'll bring up fourth down and long.
Got a timeout on the field.
This time we did have a timeout for the Chargers. Don't believe the last time we did.
Yeah, I would say you were right on the 2-minute.
Seems like it's sort of a running clock the whole game, and then you get into the final 2 minutes of each half, and then it starts to slow down a little bit with clock stoppages. Big play here for the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers need to get on. Obviously you don't have to get a touchdown on this play. You need to get that 10 yards and get that first down, but this is a drive where their best offensive possession of the game. Got to get something out of it, because the Cowboys do get the ball coming out of the half, correct?
.145 to go in the first half. Fourth down and 10. O'Leary fakes the handoff, fires downfield, passes caught by Pettiford, but he's brought up shy of the line to gain. A turnover on down for this Cowboys defense.
Tell you, now what can the Cowboys do in 1:34, clock running? So they're going to have to hurry, but you get a score here and get the ball in the second half, you go up 4 scores. There again, like we said earlier, it's going to be a tough uphill climb for the Chargers to get back in it.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 from their own 31. 2 passing touchdowns for Gabriel Sams in the first half, both to Rennet Gray. Cowboys will go back to the ground. This is Fairchild to the near sideline, across the 25-yard line and forced out of bounds. Now they have stopped the clock a few times. It's all the way at 1:19. I believe we have it under a minute, so we'll get that fixed.
About a 4-yard gain there at Stanford.
4-yard pickup for Fairchild, 2nd down and 6, timeout Cowboys.
How about the Cowboys fans?
I haven't had a Jerry Jones sighting today, though. Figured he'd land his helicopter over in the field.
There's a lot of room for it. Throw it right down in center field behind us.
Yeah.
Second down and 6, Sams. Forced out of the pocket, dumps it off near side to Fairchild. He's brought down around the original line of scrimmage.
Good play defensively by, is that number 57 or 87?
Looks like
number
it's Elias
87.
Cottle.
Yes. A lot of pressure on the quarterback and made that play happen.
Potentially the final play of the half as the clock continues to run now at 40 seconds. This is where you could expect some sort of misdirection. Try to get all 70 yards on one go.
Yeah. Oh, man, we got motion. One guy's calling delay a game, the other guy's calling offsides.
False start on the Cowboys. That'll push them back 5.
I mean, I know you try something crazy here because there's only 20 seconds to go, but at the same time, you're up 13-0 and you get the ball in 20 seconds or 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah. The Cowboys set to receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Sams in the gun, back to pass. Forced out of the pocket, far sideline, taken down in the backfield for a loss. Braden Pettiford comes up with the sack for the Chargers. Unless there was a timeout, I believe that should do it.
Yeah, the clock is stopped. That's a good timeout by the Chargers. I mean, 4 seconds to go. You never know what could happen on one play.
Looks like the Chargers have used their second timeout of the half. 4th down and about 21 for the Cowboys. You never know, maybe pick 6 here, cut it down to.
Well, yeah, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm kicking that as far as I can kick it.
Or just run around for a little bit and throw it away.
Yeah, because the time's going to run out.
I believe they put 9 seconds back on the clock as well. I had it at 4. So a decent amount of time here left. This one is booted away by the Cowboys. It'll be Pettiford on the return from just outside the 40. Pettiford down the far sideline is forced out of bounds. Clock is at 0. However, I believe we may have a second or two left on the clock. We'll wait for the official ruling.
1 second.
It will be 1 second, so we'll more or less have an untimed down here from inside the 25.
Well, unfortunately, Dewey, I'm going to have to turn this over to you after this. I got showing my house this afternoon, and with the hour late start.
Made it a little more difficult.
Made it a little more difficult. I thought we'd be done by now, but you got some help here, so you'll get through the second half, I'm sure.
Yeah, scheduled for 1:30, didn't get going until about 2:35. JV game running a bit over, and I'm not sure what they call the level before the JV game, but that one running a bit over as well.
But this one seemed to go pretty quick. I mean, I'd
say it was probably.
Of course, the older you get, the skill set is different. I get that, but.
So it'll be one play for the Chargers from the Cowboy 22. Two receivers sent with Pettiford and Cottle. P.J. Smith in the backfield alongside O'Leary. O'Leary back to pass, firing near side. It is incomplete, intended for Braden Pettiford. That'll take us to the break, 13-0 for the Cowboys. We'll just step aside and let the sounds of Southeastern High School take you through the break. We'll hop back on with maybe 1 to 2 minutes left in halftime. But
it was all Cowboys in the first half. The Chargers got a little drive going, but stalled out. You know, depending on what happens with the first possession of the second half, I mean, if the Cowboys score, it's a tough mountain to climb for the Chargers. But however, you hold them, you get a score, and you're right back in the ball game.
Absolutely.
So, hey, I appreciate you having me, Dewey. I wish I could stay, but got to go.
More important.
Got to try to sell that house, buddy.
13-0 for the Cowboys at the break. We'll step aside.
We'll give a shout out to all the coaches in the CYFFL. It wouldn't be possible, this league would be possible without all these coaches volunteering their time. So if you see a coach here, tell them thank you. It's not easy. And again, there's Brad Skaggs out there on the sideline. This is his birthday. Everybody scream happy birthday, Brad. Let's hear it. Happy birthday, Brad.
One of our drop some college scores on you. Team Up North has beaten Penn State 24-9. Alabama has beaten Kentucky 49-14. Texas Tech is tied with Kansas 13-13. Arizona and Colorado is tied 14-14. All righty, second half, moments away here as the third quarter is getting ready to start. Cowboys set to receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Currently out in front, 13-0. Been a strong half, or I should say was a strong half for the Cowboys, and a chance to add on to it here with the first possession of the third quarter.
Yeah, they could totally add on, but Chargers, it's only 13-0. They still got time to come back.
Here's some noise, Charger fans.
Matt Snodgrass having to take off. Tristan Steinbrook sliding in for the second half.
Cowboy fans.
Looks like Tulane is going to make me some money.
And let's hear from all the cheerleaders.
These teams splitting in the regular season. First time around, it was the Cowboys 20-13 in double overtime. The second time around, it was the Chargers 12-6. Chargers dropping a game to the Unyota White team, hence their 8-2 record, drawing the 2 seed in the postseason tournament. Cowboys drawing the 1 seed at 9-1. Of course, their only loss to the Chargers, who they're meeting up with today in the CYFFL Super Bowl at Southeastern High School. Ten minutes on the clock. Second half is underway as this one is booted to the far sideline. It'll be downed right at the 40-yard line. First possession of the second half here for the Cowboys.
You know, D, I'd say this is a pretty evenly matched teams right here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Chargers haven't been able to get on the board as of yet, but put together a pretty strong drive just before the half. I think if they potentially had a little more time, they may have been able to convert, but just ran out of time, got behind the sticks, weren't able to convert on fourth down, and turned it back over. First and 10 from the -40 for the Cowboys. Two receivers set. Sams hands it off. This is Fairchild to the left hash. Now bounces it to the outside across the 45-yard line up to midfield. Close to the line to gain. Another strong run from Eli Fairchild. First down, Cowboys. Gray and Grubbs lined up to the far sideline. 3 backs in the backfield. Sams will hand it off. This is Fairchild the other way. Flag down around the line of scrimmage. Fairchild inside the 40-yard line has the first down. Flag down back around midfield, so this one could potentially be coming back.
Well, it was a good outside run, but looks like that flag might be taking them back a good bit.
It'll be 1st and 5 Cowboys as we start here.
It appears it was a penalty on the Chargers. Must have been before the play, otherwise wouldn't be much reason to accept that, as Fairchild had about a 15 to 20-yard pickup. Nonetheless, first down and 5 from the plus 45-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield alongside Sams. It'll be another handoff to Fairchild. Gets out to the numbers, trips and falls down about 2 yards shy of the 40-yard line. Second down and short coming up for the Cowboys.
That'll be second down. Let's see how loud those Cowboy fans can be. I think I hear everybody but Dylan on this. Let's get loud, Charger fans.
Second down, 2 yards to go. Handoff. This is Lindsey who's taken down in the backfield.
Third down, Cowboys.
Looks like they're 3 yards behind where they were on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, about a 3 or 4 yard loss for the Cowboys on second down. 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Let's get loud, Chargers defense.
Cowboys need the 40 for a new set of downs. 3 receiver set. Look like we're signaling for delay of game on the Cowboys. That'll make this 3rd down even tougher as they're pushed back beyond midfield past the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 11.
The Chargers needed that.
Sams back to pass, firing near side for Grubbs. Pass is overthrown and incomplete. 4th and long coming up for the Cowboys.
You know, I'm surprised at how good some of these arms are on these kids. They're only 11 years old, and they can chuck the ball downfield.
About 15, 16, 17 air yards on that pass from Sams. Has 2 passing touchdowns on the afternoon, both to number 5, Rennick Gray. Luke Grubbs boots this one away. It will be returned. This is O'Leary to the near sideline. Check that, the far sideline inside the 45-yard line. Strong return from the quarterback, O'Leary. He'll be spotted right at midfield, which is where the Chargers offense will start their first drive of the second half.
That's a good position to be at for the Chargers. They need some points on this board.
And it'll be Chargers first down.
First and 10 from midfield. O'Leary hands it off straight ahead. This is Smith who bounces it to the outside, up past the 45-yard line.
That was a good run. Looked like he missed about 3 tackles. Got about 5 yards of gain.
6 yards to go.
Looks like they'll spot him just shy of the 45. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Chargers. Second down, double reverse. Noah Allen to the far sideline, across the 45-yard line, still going. Eventually tripped up. They'll have him downed about 3 yards prior to that, around the 42. So 3rd down and about 3 yards coming up for the Chargers. I believe that's the first time we've seen Allen with the ball. Picks up about 3 to 4 yards.
Seems like Chargers like these little inch plays to keep on going. And one of these days they'll pick up and run for the end zone.
3rd down, O'Leary. Keeps it to the far sideline, has the first down and more across the 40-yard line. Oh, check that. They're gonna. I will say it is tough to see exactly where the flags are pulled. Obviously, when you're calling a tackle football game, you can see when the player goes down. But here, you know, they get their flag pulled and they run for 5 or 6 more yards, so it makes it a little bit more tough. O'Leary spotted just shy of the 40-yard line. 4th down and inches to go. O'Leary straight ahead, nowhere to go. He's stopped in the backfield. The Cowboys appear to make a stand. We'll wait for the ruling as one of the officials is talking with the Cowboys sideline.
Well, some great defense, but it's going to be tough to see if they made it or not.
Officials will stop the clock. Clock reads 2:51 here at Southeastern, so we'll add 21 onto ours. I believe we're going to have an official measurement or just overall discussion between the Zebras here around the 40-yard line. Where they have the ball spotted on the field is short of the line to gain. Needed the 40. It's spotted right in the middle between the 41 and 40-yard lines.
It does not look like they have it, but they are sure discussing it to see if they can get there. Chargers need to get this first down.
2:51 remaining in the third quarter. I tell you, this measurement is not going to be too productive. As you could tell from the sideline, the line to gain was the 40-yard line. He's going to be about a football shy. And turnover on downs. The Cowboys make the stop. Take over outside their own 40.
Looked as if it was about 8 inches short. Cowboys had some good defense on stopping that.
Tried back-to-back runs with O'Leary, just wasn't able to get there.
Let's see what the Cowboys can do with the ball now.
First and 10 from the minus 40-yard line for the Cowboys, leading 13-0 with 2:51 to go in quarter number 3. First play on their second drive, Sam's firing near side, it's caught. Luke Grubbs up past midfield, has the first down and more. He's down at the 45-yard line, a pickup of 15 for Luke Grubbs. First down, Cowboys.
Man, what did I say? That kid has a cannon on him.
Got it to the outside in the hands of Grubbs. Let him do the rest. First and 10 Cowboys from the plus 45. Back to the ground, Fairchild. Far sideline, past the 40-yard line, inside the 35, forced out of bounds. Well, actually looks like they'll have him down back at the 39-yard line. I guess really what you have to look for is the defender to, they're taught to raise their arm up in the air with the flag as soon as they grab it, so that's sort of what you have to look for.
That's not always easy to see on our end.
Especially to the far sideline.
Oh, no, not at all.
Pick up of about 6 yards for Fairchild. Second down and 4 for the Cowboys. Back-to-back handoffs. This is Fairchild once again. Brought down after a pickup of minimal yardage. Looks to be a gain of 1 for Fairchild. Third down and 3.
We still have a lot left to go on this play.
53 seconds to go in quarter number 3 of the CYFFL Super Bowl here in 2023. Sam's hands it off. This is Carter Lindsay to the near sideline. He's taken down in the backfield. Braden Petterford on the stop for the Chargers. Pushed all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. Fourth down and 9 coming up for the Cowboys. Tough stop by the Chargers.
Looks like they're going for it.
Cowboys quick to the line. 10 seconds to go in the third. Sam's back to throw. Floats it. Near side for Grubbs. Pass is incomplete. And that'll take us to the final quarter of play. A turnover on downs by the Cowboys. Chargers will take over around their own 45-yard line. We'll head to the fourth.
And we have the start of the fourth quarter here. Chargers have the ball.
Chargers need to complete this drive here. If they don't, they're going to be in some serious trouble.
Held scoreless throughout the first 3 quarters. Now 10 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. First and 10, O'Leary. Out of the pocket, taken down. Ariana Gibson in the backfield for the Cowboys. Has been coming up big for the Cowboys on the defensive side all afternoon. Nothing changes here on the first play in the fourth. 2 receiver set, 2 backs in the backfield alongside O'Leary. Fakes the handoff. O'Leary with a lead blocker to the near sideline. Across midfield. Downed inside the 50-yard line. Spotted right at the 42. Third down and 3 coming up for the Chargers. Third down, Pettiford on the sweep to the far sideline, shakes the first 2 would-be tacklers, still going. Pettiford turning on the Jets inside the 10, falls down.
That was some big game by the Chargers.
Had the touchdown all to himself, trips up and falls down shy of the goal line. A big pickup for Pettiford on third down. Officials stopped the clock at 8:35. Nonetheless, first down, goal to go for the Chargers. Their first time in the red zone this afternoon.
Chargers are very much so still in this game.
On first down, O'Leary hands it off to Smith, who's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Gibson once again on the stop for the Cowboys. Second down, O'Leary on the keeper, far sideline. Taken down what looks to be inside the 5-yard line.
I'd say Charter got a third down around 4 yards ago. It's pretty hard to see from up here.
Ball spotted at the Cowboy 3-yard line. Third down, goal to go. O'Leary on the keeper, nowhere to go. Gibson once again on the stop for the Cowboys. Fourth down, goal to go coming up for the Chargers. Timeout. Taken by the Chargers. 7:14 to go here in quarter number 4.
Chargers have had a great drive this half.
If you look back to the play with Pettiford, had the touchdown, just tripped up and fell down.
Yeah, so for their sake, I hope they can get it because they were right there.
Chargers offense back onto the field. Fourth down, goal to go from around the 5. O'Leary, near sideline, cuts it up. He's not going to get there. Taken down shy of the goal line.
That is going to hurt them. Still 7 minutes in this ball game.
A turnover on downs for the Chargers. Cowboys take over.
It'll be Cowboys ball on the 5-yard line. First down, Cowboys.
A huge stop for the Cowboys. Fourth down and goal. Now up 13 in the fourth quarter with the football.
Cowboys are going to want to run this clock down.
Cowboys back to the ground on first down with Fairchild. He's taken down for a loss. Cowboys pushed up against their own goal line. Second down and 13.
Ooh, that wind is blowing. It is cold up here. But luckily for the players, nice warm day out.
Looks like a direct snap to Fairchild. Shakes the first would-be tackler and is eventually brought down close to the 10-yard line by Pettiford. 6:07 to go here in the fourth. Third down and 6, Sams. Back to pass, firing to the far sideline, incomplete. Intended for Gray.
It was just a little high, but it was a good pass. Just could not get there.
Check that, that was Luke Grubbs on the other end. Clock continues to move, 5:11. Sam's back to presumably punt it away. Check that, it'll be Grubbs, boots it away, it will be returned. This is Pettiford. Looking to reverse field, has some room to the far sideline. Pettiford inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
That was a great return. Went on the outside, made defenders miss. Classic.
Just like that, the Chargers are right back in this ball game. 13-6 with 4:46 to go in the fourth. Big return for Pettiford.
Now let's see if they choose to run it or throw it for the 2.
Well, regardless of their decision, they'll have a shot no matter what. It is now a 7-point ball game. You get the 2-point conversion here, and a touchdown wins it. O'Leary out of the pocket,
throws
firing to the end zone. It is incomplete, intended for Elias Cottle. It will remain a 7-point ball game with 4:46 to go in the fourth.
That was a great attempt.
Thirteen to 6, Cowboys, 4:46 to go in quarter number 4 of the 2023 CYFFL Super Bowl. Cowboys, the 1 seed, 9-1 on the regular season. The Chargers, the 2 seed at 8-2. Teams split the regular season series. Cowboys claiming the first meeting, Chargers the second. Rubber match between the two in the Super Bowl coming down to the wire.
You get to his restroom or the concession stand, or you do that. Just really reminders, please keep your trash.
Pettiford back to boot it away for the Chargers.
See if the Cowboys can make anything out of this.
Pettiford's kick will be returned from inside the Cowboy 40-yard line. I believe that was Lindsey on the return. He'll be downed right at the 41. First and 10 from the 41, Fairchild. On the ground to the near side, dropped right at the line of scrimmage. I believe we have a timeout for the Chargers.
Second down, Cowboys.
That was great defense. He had defenders all over him.
Timeout will stop the clock at 4:35. If each team was granted 3 timeouts for each half, obviously not totally sure how the rules work in terms of timeouts, the Chargers should have 1 remaining. Second down. Right back to Fairchild. Cuts it up the right hash. Back to midfield. Looking to reverse field. Has the edge. First down and more inside the 35. Fairchild still running. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Like I said, they go inches and inches, and they just need one time to do something like that. Take it all the way downfield for a touchdown.
Fairchild's first rushing score of the afternoon. A 19-6 lead for the Cowboys with 4:09 to go in the fourth. Now for the point after, a handoff to Lindsey. Running out of room to the far sideline. Shakes the first would-be tackler. Cuts it up. Diving for the goal line.
There's a penalty flag on the play there.
No ruling as of yet. Call on the field is no good. Flag down back around the 14-yard line. Looks like they're just going to pick that up and wave it off, so the point after is no good. It remains a 13-point ball game with 4:09 to go. Here in quarter number 4, what a run by Fairchild.
That coach looks pretty hyped up on the sidelines. He is excited about that touchdown.
Closing in on a Super Bowl here in 2023. .409 to go. Sam's out to boot it away with a 13-point lead. Kick from Sam's is away. This will be Smith on the return from inside his own 35. Near sideline, across the 45, cuts it up the numbers and is dropped right at midfield. Ball spotted on the Charger 49.
We still got 4 minutes left, and they're still fighting as hard as they can for that championship win.
I believe the rule, if I remember correctly, is that in the fourth quarter, I'm not sure if there's a certain threshold in terms of the time, but it seems they have gotten to that now where they start using high school rules with clock stoppages as it stops at 3:56. Previous 3 quarters that has just continued to run after the kickoff.
From the scoreboard, it looks as if they started doing that during minute 4, so sub 4.
First down in the backfield is Ariana Gibson. Downs O'Leary for a 5-yard loss. Clock continues to run. O'Leary out in the pistol. Pettiford in motion, fakes the sweep. O'Leary, pump fake. He'll keep it himself up to midfield. He's dropped around the original line of scrimmage. Gains back the yardage lost on first down, 3rd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Under 3 minutes to go in the 4th.
Now, we've seen them run the ball pretty far before, so we can see if they can do it again.
O'Leary out in the pistol. Smith directly behind him. Same play. Fakes the sweep to Pettiford. Looking to throw. Has all the time in the world. Firing downfield. Ooh. Passes incomplete. I believe the intended receiver was James McGraw. Nonetheless, a 4th down and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Two backs in the backfield alongside O'Leary. Out of the pocket, far side. Floats it downfield. It's picked off.
It's a catch. Should be Chargers first down.
Well, we'll wait for the ruling. Not sure who. Oh, they're going to say the Chargers. Okay. I can't believe that.
It looked as if the Cowboys had the ball on that, but they can see better than we can up here.
It looked like the Cowboys came up with the football, but they'll hand it over to the Chargers. We're going to have a stoppage of the clock as we're going to try to sort everything that just happened. I'm getting flashbacks to the Seahawks and Packers. I think that was 2011.
Oh, I remember that game.
With the replacement refs. As it looked, I didn't get a number on either receiver, but it looked like the Cowboys had picked it off, but referees on the field signaling first down. So really, call on the field. What a conversion on 4th down from O'Leary to whoever that receiver was he threw it downfield to. Big play.
I'm not sure what they're going to side here. From what it looked like from our perspective, the Cowboys had it, but the refs had something different in mind.
With no replay, it's going to be tough to overturn the call on the field. Still with a 2-score lead for the Cowboys, and I believe 37 yards to go just on this drive alone for the Chargers. Clock stops at 1:51. First down, O'Leary. Forced out of the pocket, near side, floats it downfield. It's incomplete, intended for Noah Allen. Stops the clock at 1:42. Second down, O'Leary over the middle. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Elias Cottle.
Incomplete pass.
Clock stops at 1:36. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Rubber match between the 1 and 2 seeds of the CYFFL. Empty backfield for O'Leary. Far side, passes caught by Smith on the screen. Inside the 30-yard line, close to the line to gain for Smith. Clock stops at 1:28.
That's a first down Chargers.
First down Chargers. Didn't look like he was quite there, but nonetheless moved the chains. First down, O'Leary. He'll keep it to the far sideline, inside the 25, taken down right at the 24.
Chargers sure are having a good drive. Trying to stay in this ball game.
Clock stops at 1:14. Second down and 7 from the 25. Potentially a timeout for the Chargers, not sure what the reasoning for the clock stoppage was, but nonetheless 1:14, 19-6 lead for the Cowboys.
Looks like there were a good bit of substitutions in for the Cowboys.
Timeout, Cowboys.
That'll be a timeout for the Cowboys. Just a reminder, during the game, please head to the south end of the end zone for awards.
Second down, 7 yards to go for the Chargers from the +25. Direct snap to O'Leary. He hands it off. Looks to be a double pass. Smith firing downfield. It is incomplete.
Almost an interception there.
Intended for Pettiford. Third down and 7 coming up off the incompletion. Big third down for the Chargers. Down 2 scores, double reverse, O'Leary hands it off, Pettiford cuts it up the right hash with some space, breaking away, Pettiford, touchdown, Chargers. Pettiford, second of the afternoon. This one from 27 yards out.
That boy sure can run.
A punt return earlier on in the quarter. Now a 27-yard rushing touchdown to cut the lead down to 7. Big point after here for the Chargers. O'Leary back in the pocket, passing it to the near sideline to Smith. He's in for the score. Now, I believe that should only be 1 point, as pregame I was told on the 2-point conversions, for it to count for 2, you have to catch it in the end zone. If you run it in, it's only 1. Now, the scoreboard here shows 19-14, ours is 19-13, so we'll wait for the official ruling here. Not sure if we'll ever get that, but we'll have to wait around and see.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be staying at 14 per their scoreboard.
So we'll match the scoreboard here at Southeastern for now.
There's only a 5-point difference with 58 seconds left to go.
CYFFL Super Bowl coming down to the wire, a 5-point lead for the Cowboys with 58 seconds to go. Wasn't sure if there would be kickoffs or punts. I'm curious if onside kicks are legal or not.
I guess we will find out.
Pettiford on to boot it away for the Chargers. It will be returned. This is Fairchild from inside his own 40. Far sideline, forced out of bounds, just past the 45.
It'll be Cowboys ball on the 46-yard line.
54 seconds to go.
Let's see if the Chargers can get a stop here.
Presumably only one timeout remaining for the Chargers. Really shouldn't even have to get a first down here. That is if the play clock resets. Obviously no play clocks here, so not sure if they're resetting that to 25 or 40 seconds. Cowboys do take a knee.
Let's hear it, Cowboys!
If they do reset it to 40, it looks like they'll only have to drop one more knee. Sams drops the knee, under 25 seconds to go, and that'll do it. The Cowboys are 2023 CYFFL Super Bowl champions.
Some great hustle by both teams out there.
Cowboys will finish their season 10-1 as Super Bowl champs. The Chargers 8-3. Runner-ups in the CYFFL.
I like that. They're still shaking hands at the end of the game, no matter who won and who lost. It's good sportsmanship.
And a very entertaining game. The Cowboys breaking away 13-0 in the first half and even controlling 13-0 throughout the middle parts of the second half. I believe it was 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter when we had our first Chargers touchdown on the Pettiford punt return. Pettiford obviously runs in another score from 27 yards out to cut it down to 5, but just not enough time remaining for the Chargers.
Well, I'd say this is probably the highlight of both teams' football career, making it to the championship game.
So far, yeah. Some future Friday night players, potentially even Saturday or Sunday, maybe
Yeah.
a few years down the road.
It'll be fun to see these kids play tackle football in a few years.
Not too far away from it. The players of tomorrow, the Cowboys, are Super Bowl champions in 2023. That'll wrap it up for our broadcast here this afternoon. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pretty fun time. First flag football game I've been to, and I think maybe since I've played when I was 5 or 6. So it's been a little while, and it's pretty cool for kids that age to get to play at a high school field. I know we just played over off of whatever road that is where Upwards used to play. That's
that old church.
Yeah, because when we were, you know, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, we had tackle football at that age. But obviously now they've gone back to flag football up until middle school. But once again, that'll do it for Dewey Daly and Tristan Steinbrook from Southeastern High School. Once again, our final: Cowboys 19, Chargers 14. Have a great rest of your Veterans Day weekend.